Hi everyone, Necro here. So this is I have notes, I'm sorry, So this is a fan requested video. I've wanted to do this for a while, but I usually don't have the resources or the thoughts that provoke full vlog videos. I more or less just feel like I can sum my stuff up with a quick joke, laugh, tee-hee, it's over. People watch it once, never think about or view it again. And I don't know, this is episode 1 of a different train of videos that I'm gonna try and run. I definitely feel like it's time to try and span out a little bit because people are starting to recognize the channel as just like Jackass, CKY, Filthy Frank TV, you know. And I mean, no offense to any of them channels. I watch, adore, love, and have subscribed to all 3 of the things I just named off. Tom Green, anything. But I am me, I'm different. I do have love and respect for all of these groups. However, I am not them. They are their own thing. And yeah, with that all out of the way, here's vlog number 1. Yeah, I'm vacant. I sit for hours sometimes just trying to find a basis for, well, anything. In a world so amassed and flooded with attention-seeking behavior, it's easy to be swept aside as a simple-minded cheesehead, so to speak, and go unnoticed. But it's not like comedy is a basis that I carry for the channel, like I already mentioned, just because I'm trying to get a quick laugh in and a view to make money. I haven't made anything. Just saying. Yes, the monetization exists, but I mean, I'm not there yet. And I don't know, I mean, the comedy is something I carry inside of my head daily to try and sort out a more scared, locked in version of me that panics and has trouble with aspects of every small thing in the world. 2 keys on a piano don't sound the same. Why is it that way, you know? Why does love work? What is the connection that binds 2 human beings? What is the, like, I ask what is a lot, and it gets in the way of basic tasks. I'm honestly surprised that I've run this channel as much as I have myself, just because, like, it's difficult. It's really difficult to get out there, get your name heard, have people want to hear you, want to pay attention to things you do, seem interesting, come across as noticeable. And I mean, I'm not trying to say like this is my duty and I have to do this. I just feel like not enough people add edge to their stuff while still stylizing it anymore. They don't put time into their shots, and I mean, I'm working on it. I'm trying to find cameramen who understand the vision. I want people from the area we're from to just feel motivated more, because it's a really gloomy area and everyone says that it's like gotten better, but that's all kind of like the surface that they present to us. Yeah, anyway, so when things get hard, I worry fast, and within the past few months I've finally cornered aspects of that fear and faced it, and I'm now living a little more easily, even though I still have a lot of, you know, problems. It's not total transformation, it's not completely turned over a new leaf, I haven't found God, I'm not pronounced in any new faith, I haven't, you know, none of that. And new boundaries will appear daily, but I don't know, somehow I fall through. And no, that doesn't mean that I prosper. that would imply long bursts of gaugeable success in order to merit your small golf clap of approval. Case in point, I fall through. And it's just like, I briefly see the other side every so often. I'm 20 years old, I feel 45. Not the stunts, not acting. I mean, yeah, it like tires you out after a day, but I'll edit the videos the same night that I do all the shooting and spend all the time trying to get friends together to want to be a part of it. Because I really have to work around everyone else's schedule. They don't seem to think time or effort goes into making any of this. It is what it is. And I mean, you know, that's not a problem in any way. It's just like, I feel 45 because it's loneliness, it's stress, boredom, listening to the fucking leeches on the internet vie for attention through countless hordes of just angry keyboarding to let everyone know their own views on what drug they can do and get away with and feel better by posting something that lets you know that it's free will. Like, neglecting children is okay if I'm staying true to me. Not securing any member of my family after I have them. Like, you know, it's just, people are so blocked into this idea that we're all gonna be okay if you paint a lifestyle out for yourself. And maybe I'm just very persistent that the world is a lot gloomier than it is. I want to bring light to it, but I at the same time definitely realize that it's not something that anyone's changing. Like, everyone talks about change is everywhere, it's inevitable, time's always changing. Usually it's for the worse. I mean, like, it's for the worse. And I try not to bring this into my videos a lot. I try not to have this attitude towards things when I'm presenting you guys things that you take the time to sit down and enjoy when you could watch, I don't know, anybody else on the internet reflect their same gilded opinions. But I don't know, I feel like people should lay more of a solid set of morals than twerking and Molly. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe that's like the future we've earned, but I don't know. I live alone because of this, and people have a severe inability to stick through tough situation without force fucking their ideals into my tired mind, generally not contributing more than racial one-liners. And I know a lot of you are saying, like, excuse me, a lot of you are saying, like, well, your channel contains racial content, and your channel contains issues that reflect against people who don't seem to back your same set of views. Usually I just go on to Facebook and read the general feed of information whenever I'm trying to put together a comedy skit, because you guys you're some sick people. I mean, hey, I'm just reflecting it back, and that makes it satire. I'm not these characters. I am the writer who has designed these characters. And I mean, I've made a video on this before. It was a day in the life of Fracture Squad, admitting to you that some of the stunts are more staged than others because they have to be. You're not gonna do certain things and just get up and walk away from them completely fine. Don't get it in your head that that's okay. That's not how it works. I mean, it's, you know, it's not reality. And I mean, sorry, I do have to flip along. I've been on a schedule finding a job again, so it's just handwritten script, quick raw footage by request of a couple of fans who I probably will mention later on. I'll mention them later on in the video. They've got this coming. And no, I'm not perfect. Also, my videos lag because nobody gets what we're after. Like, it's hard to explain film to people who don't work with film but are still willing to help. And I mean, I'm not complaining by any means. Some of the shots we've gotten feel like miracles completely, and I love it because it's like, it adds to the spontaneity and the legitimacy of the channel in a way that I feel like doesn't exist anymore, because technology blows dubstep up everyone's ass when they portray a video. It's like everything's a turn down for what, kinda. And it's just overblown and unnecessary, and sometimes it's nice just to appreciate smaller instances, even if they try to look badass. I don't know. And I mean, it's difficult out here. Everyone's either a farmer, an alcoholic farmer, a tofu maker, something like that, or, you know, some sort of friggin' drug enthusiast, just because they have no personality, honestly. And I mean, cool, you want to let us know you're focused on your diet. I mean, I eat it too. Who the fuck cares when you're dead and gone, and 1,000 years later, when new forms of life are trying to transcribe our existence? Do you really want them to pull up a Bible on a bunch of stupid ass cooked meals made out of bean cheese and racial slurs and forms of indifference? And like, I don't know if anyone ever thinks ahead. No, I guess they don't. That's why there's teen pregnancy. But I mean, 9/11, yeah. But people only really know how to tell these forms of war stories, and I call them acts of valor, as though they've like benefited us with their need for therapy and attention. And I mean, yeah, sure, we all have those, but those kids that are quiet about it and don't really feel necessary in any way to have to talk about them are the ones I can stand being around. They're usually the ones I'm working with on my channel, so you'll get a pretty good idea as to who those people are. They're all good people. Like, it's just, it's hard to put a lot of rats in a box and expect them all to know where to go right away. And an example of what I mean by the like war stories is like, I'll smoke more. No, I'm gonna smoke more. I'm a coma smoke Negro, because, you know, then I'll be comatose. What did you even say there? Like, there's so many posts online of just crap about this. Like, there's just, I mean, I get it. Like, I understand smoking the same way I understand cutting, the same way I understand over adrenalizing to try and face fears, or looking different to get a rush out of questioning society's molds. I get it. Like, I mean, I've been around those whole slopes. I understand how to work with that. And in terms of subject matter, I get statistics at this point. I'm not saying I'm a businessman. I'm not saying that I'm an ethics man. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying I put up a video where I've taken the time to write a script, and I've had 4 other people come in and take time out of their day to want to act and do things that all coordinate together and correlate into a certain forum. Nobody cares. They like brush it aside. It's cheap. You have to beat a dead horse in order for anyone to get the jokes, because they can't shut up and watch. They have to like talk to everyone as though they're like, ooh, look at that, he's got a calendar in the background. Are you really focused on that? Like, I mean, I guess. But like, I don't know. It's just, you know, I don't have a lot of subscribers, but the ones I do have, I know are backed behind a certain morale that I can do more with this when I have the resources. I can't say I'm fully confident in it, because I know judgment's huge and sometimes it's hard to swallow all of it at once, really. But there's a few people I would like to go on, and I'm not going to talk too much about them because I don't know how much comfort level they have in being involved, but there's a few shout outs that I'd like to do in response of this video ever even being created. Sorry, my grammar not speak so well, like, nicely. Words. And these people are Jasmine, Stitch, Alexis, hi, Zoe Burton, Marissa Collins, Sage, or Mick, Zach, or Heart Attack, Talamancer, that's all I'm allowed to call him. He's smart about his whole name choice. Blue Splice. There's a whole list of people. Jake Ellsbury and Noah Golden, they're great with skating. Like, I wish I had some of the talent that they got going on, but like, I need to get Noah going with the stuff. He's got his own schedule right now, and I understand that. You gotta like work because it's like borderline recession. But yeah, no, I'm gonna flash through a couple pictures of the people that I've gotten who I never thought that I'd speak to based on making these videos. And I mean, that's just because they gave me photos to put in the video, so thank you for that as well. I can't give any of you anything to show how much I appreciate it, but I can look directly into the lens of the camera, and I can say genuinely that you've turned trying to do something for no cause at all into finally having a backing behind why it's fun to make videos and entertain people, and I really appreciate that, because every so often even the clown needs a clown to show him how to laugh again. And I mean, it's not like it's a full-on muse for anyone. I know the channel's kind of a disarray and there's always some new problem that we've got to try to figure out around or whatever, but I definitely do appreciate it 100%, and I don't feel like I've voiced that to the audience enough, so I figured I'd do another fourth wall breaking video, because I'm not Billy Johnson, I'm not the mobster from the 50s that I wrote up that doesn't even have a name yet. I'm not Eric Necro, I'm me. Zane, or, you know, yeah, just Zane. I don't got much more going on than that with it, and some of you may have just, you know, inspired a conversation that created this. Some of you inspired full conversations that created full characters. Some of you are helping me right now in the process of writing new characters, and like, I love all of you for it. I wish I could meet every one of you who decided to hit the subscribe button and thank you personally, but that's a lot of flight time and money. Maybe in the future though. Beyond that, I'm not ever gonna stop making videos. Now that I've got it going, I can't. It unsettles me if I sit too long without doing one, and it's helped me get over different forms of addiction. It's helped me get over many other problems that are just hard to go by. I won't go into detail because I'm not after sympathy views. But I'll keep it going until someone gets butthurt, sues me, and puts me beyond poverty. And I can promise that. But I don't know, these people really see that I could do love songs, love films, art, just in general, and like I said before, just proving that you don't have to be an alcoholic to be part of this part of the world's community, or a closet alcoholic, or a farming alcoholic, or a farming pothead, or a proud pothead, or molly rolling, or twerking on perk in the club, or whatever your fancy is. But I don't know. I hope people respond well to this. I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of insight from this. I don't really have high production quality. Beyond that, I'd say I plan to do more of these solely off request, and yes, I'm reading off this because I want to get this part right, sorry. I plan to do this more solely off request. I also plan to upgrade eventually. Until then, I hope you can relate or even contemplate by my side in this weird contraption called life. And I guess my tip of the day is, don't take it too seriously. They're fucking videos on the internet. Like, comment, subscribe, hit me up on Facebook if you have ideas that you want to share. anything you want to do in regards to that. I always appreciate it, and I'm rather open-minded compared to most portrayed characters I create who are designed not to be. And ask me questions, I don't even... yeah.